Hi, welcome to Old Spoons. Today I'm going to do a butcher knife made out of apple wood, which I got from the farm. As you can see, this one I've done is nearly finished. It just needs a bit more sanding and oiling. So start off with about an 8-inch blank. So this was chopped down a couple of months ago, just been in the garage. So we'll chop it in half. I just need now to axe out the centre of it, otherwise it'll split. That's roughly level. Get me template made out of just some hardened plastic. Bang it on, and then loosely trace around it. Then that gives me the sort of how much to take off with the axe. And at the same time I'll take the bark off the back. You want to take small cuts. If you're cutting, you want to start at the bottom so you're not taking huge big chunks out of the wood, otherwise it might just split. As you can see, it's starting to get its rough shape now. You want to get as close as you can with the axe because it's just easier to take off excess. And that is the rough shape. Then I'll move on with the knife, and then I'll just highlight around the edge, to get a decent edge on it, and I'll start to take stuff off the sides and the back. Okay, and that's the basic shape of it. We'll now move on to the refining towards getting the knife point in. So now we've got the basic shape. I'm just going to trace around that, and then what I didn't do before was just work on the handle a little bit. Can use my thumb as well to push up the blade. These knives are sharp. It's more of a controlled action. Changed to my longer knife for this bit, make it easier. So that's quite thin now, starting a bit of bend in it. Which I won't have done any further than now. I'll work on the handle and then come back and then refine it slightly, because at the minute the bottom's thicker than the top. Kind of self-taught, watched a lot of YouTube videos. I thought I'd do my own. The minute say the handle is really quite chunky, so I just need to knock that one down, so it'll end up like this one. So you can see there's still quite a way to go. Whether these are the right ways to cut or not, I don't know, but I'm not sure there's a right or wrong way, but this is the way it works for me. just remarking because it's easier for me to know where I'm cutting, where I'm taking the stuff off from. Maybe just could have taken more off with the axe, but hey. There I'll go, and I'll start and shape that. So it's starting to take shape now. Compelling at the minute. Not a million miles off. Just the handle needs to be a bit smaller. Been doing spoons now for the last, spoons, knives and bits for the last 2 and a bit years, I think. The top just needs to be loads thinner now. Bit more for the handle. Okay, now that we've finished whittling it, so if you look at the one that I made earlier, and then this one I've just nearly done. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start and sand it to get a nice smooth finish. Give all the little knobbly bits which you probably can't quite see, and then just slightly taper the blade part of the knife. I'm going to start with a 80 grit wet and dry sandpaper you get from any shops, and then slowly work up to 120, and then 320, and then 400. So rip it in half, and start and sand away. Okay, now that it's sounding lovely and smooth, just put a bit of detailing in on the back end. Just get a fine chisel and just nip them in. Okay, then once that's done, I'll get a little square file and I'll just highlight the lines. Once that's done, do a little quick sand, and then with the chisel I'll just put my mark in. Okay, now that the detailing's in, I'm just going to get a hot slow drying tip and then just burn it in. Then quick brush off. Then it just needs oiling. So I'm going to use some locally sourced cold pressed oilseed rape oil. Warm up the little pan just until it gets a bit until it gets warm, and then light oil in. Probably need about 3 or 4 coats. Okay, so it's had 2 or 3 coats of oil now, so just need to leave it to dry. So you can see before and after with the oil, it seals the wood and gives it a far better finish. There you go, that is one Wallbang spoon butter knife.